back to Scorpio Chronicles. I'm going on a very long morning walk. For me personally, I realize if I start my day outside or if I spend some time going outside, even when the sun starts to set, that's very therapeutic for my mind and my mental health and my clarity and just overall ease. And I try to just practice my breathing a little bit. Inhaling deep breaths, exhaling through the mouth. And so this video is going to be titled "Be Careful What You Wish For," because I told y'all Lionsgate did not come to play with us, okay, period. And I just feel the vibes. Like, I feel good, I feel rejuvenated, I feel refreshed, I feel like I'm ready to be a whole new person. Now, granted, certain parts of me will always be a part of me, but I'm just really in a state of allowance. And I think that is the hardest part about manifesting. It's not about asking for what we want, because we ask all day, every day, subconsciously as well as consciously. I think it's more so about being in the frequency of actually allowing it. So that means you got to put yourself in a frequency that has the least resistance. The best way to have least resistance is to laugh, is to feel good, is to focus on other things that you can control, or focus on the things that already bring you joy, you know? So I've been practicing that. And for me, it's like little things. Like, because it's summer, every time I step outside, I see white butterflies. For me, that is just like my confirmation that, you know, my guides, or my spiritual team, or source energy, or God, whatever you want to call it, is around and nearby. Like, that always brings me peace. I have never seen this house before, and I walk down this block all the time. Interesting. But yeah, I like to go for walks because you never know what you're going to see on your journey. And today I'm doing like miles. I'm walking to the smoothie shop, which is probably about 3 to 4 miles away from my house. So I know this is about to be a little excursion, but I said, let me vlog on the way while I'm clearing my mind. Yada, yada, yada. So yesterday I was invited to one of my friend's birthday brunch in Manhattan, which was cool because I have not been out the house, really. I used to go to events all the time, birthday parties all the time. Like, I used to stay outside, like stay partying, stay turn up. Like, obviously because of COVID we can't really do all of that like that, but I still see people turning up in their own way. But for me, I think like I've just become so used to being in the house by myself that now when I go out, I just be like I'm about to go back in the crib. But yesterday was really, really fun. It was a small, intimate setting. We basically had the whole corner of the roof to ourselves. The venue was super nice. We went to Magic Hour in the city, which I had always wanted to go there. I just never knew the name. I would totally go back. The service was phenomenal. The food was okay, and the drinks were really, really good. But it's like, just for the ambiance, it was good. Just to be in like a small, intimate group of like black women, and everybody had good vibes. Like, y'all see how I'm always crying? Like, I just want to be around good people with good vibes. Well, be careful what the fuck you ask for, because that's exactly what I got. Exactly what I got. And like, I made my own dress and everything. So yesterday I was just really tapped in. I was really like in sync with my higher self. I was really in alignment because I just felt good. And I realized a couple things about myself. I feel my best when I make something and I wear it out. Like, that just makes my life, oh, like there's no other feeling. There's no other feeling. It took me 2 days to make my dress. I know it's mad loud. I'm on like the busiest street of life right now. It took me 2 whole days to make that dress, but it came out so good. And for once, I just didn't add so much pressure on myself. I really took my time to figure out how I wanted the dress to look. And then while I was sewing, there's a lot of things that I also noticed. Sewing, for anyone who sews or doesn't sew, sewing to me is like a good reminder of how life works. You can map out your pattern and your course and what you're going to do, because you know what look you're going for, you know what vibe you're going for. But along the way, certain things are going to happen. Like your needles are going to break. My needle was breaking like every 2 stitches. Your needles break. You know, you may run out of thread. Your machine may develop some tension. You may think you're sewing and then realistically there's no thread going through the fabric. Like, so many things go on just to make one garment. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. But that kind of reminds me of life. Like, so much goes on just for you to get from point A to point B. And sometimes it's not a straight path. Sometimes it's just you gotta go from point A, gear off course, gear further off course, to realize that you were originally off course, just to get back on course in a way that you never even planned on traveling in the first place. Like, that's how life works. Okay, so boom, why am I talking about the dress? I'm talking about the dress because while I was making it, I had already put my intentions of how I not only wanted my dress to look, but how I wanted to make me feel. And because I was focusing on the end result feeling, I really took my time with this one, and I really put all my love and dedication into it. I learned some new tricks along the way. I was able to boost my sewing ability, confidence, because I realized, like, wow, this garment is really, really pretty. I can't believe I made this. It's really, really pretty. And I make stuff all the time. But if you're someone who is so conditioned to just doubt yourself over and over and over, like, you've been doing it for years, and a lot of us do this. When you are breaking out of that and you're trying to introduce like a healthy confidence and a healthy love for yourself, it can definitely be challenging because it's something you're not used to. So I'll go back to the example of brunch yesterday. Like, how I'm always crying. I just want good people with good vibes around me. Well, I got that yesterday. First of all, that dress was everything. And not only that, the women I were around, they were just like, first of all, I love your dress. Da 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 da. And what got me was, I'm like, really? I made it. Like, last night. And they was just like, really? Maybe stand up, do a twirl and all of that. But I love that. Like, I love that they was hyping me up or whatever. Like, I know it's not no bullshit because that dress was really fire. But just to like be around people with good vibes, and you can tell the difference between good vibes, fake vibes. Let me go and CVS back up in here. Yeah, I had to get some Vaseline because me without it, it's not it. It's not it. This stuff right here, the pink rosy lip Vaseline, this is it. This is the one. But anyways, so I went to brunch, dinner, and it was really nice. Like, it was really refreshing to be around women and watch them not only compliment me, but compliment each other, and just, you know, good fucking vibes. That shit is hard to come by. Y'all know I stand by that. Good vibes are hard to come by. So when I come by it, I just be like, oh my God, where have this been my whole entire life? And the truth to that question is, it's always been there. Like, you always have access to energy, especially good energy. You just have to find a way to cultivate it within yourself. And not only that, once you cultivate it within yourself, you have to really work at it daily to sustain that. It's a part of life. And not only do you sustain it, put yourself and align yourself with people who can assist you by sustaining it. And the way that they do that is by sustaining their own good vibes. So if you are someone who you come around and you always bring good energy, and then you have someone else who also comes around and brings good energy, do you know what's going to happen? All of them good vibes, it's going to be an equal give and take. And it's going to naturally accelerate everyone's vibes. You know what I mean? I'm going to insert some clips of the dress so you guys can see it. And yeah, and another thing, crystals make the best birthday gifts. Like, I don't know if you're like me, but I hate giving people stuff that they don't like or it's not useful to them. So fortunately, what me and my friend bonded over originally was crystals. So I hand selected some crystals that would specifically help her on her current journey right now, because, you know, we have conversations, so I have a pretty much decent idea of where she is in life. So because I'm a crystal advocate, I hand selected crystals just for her, and that is something that I'm actually in the works of creating as an actual service. So if anyone is interested in some one-on-one destiny advisory, you can definitely hit me up on Instagram at Inspired by Ari. I have tons of crystals, I really do. So, you know, we'll just talk a little bit. We'll figure out where you are in life right now, how to best release, and how you can best serve yourself. And just align yourself with the things that you do want. Because what you want, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, but what you want wants you. The only reason we have a hard time getting to what we want is because we're not really in alignment. So moving forward, I just really want to focus on alignment and raising your vibrations, but not only raising them, but sustaining them, because you do have to put that work in. I'm not gonna lie. You can't really slack with it. And even if you do slack with it, you'll just realize like, I don't feel my greatest today. And then you'll want to get back in alignment. So yeah, that was a quick video. Any other concepts I come up with on my very long journey and walk, I will be back with y'all to my next video, y'all. Peace.